Okay, let's begin.
In your book, Love Has Wings, you talk about the plenitude of the emptiness. Can you explain me a little more? Because the sensation of feeling empty makes me feel a little bit afraid.
Are you talking about the feeling or the thought? Okay, because the intellect only perceives what it can see. That's why it doesn't perceive God in its grandeur. We don't know that everything's that. Same with unconditional love. We can't see it. We can relate to it. We have an idea about it. But it's like a fish, no? It's in the ocean, and the only moment it notices that it's not in the ocean is when it's out of the ocean. So you're swimming in love all the time. You're swimming in silence and in the void all the time. But because you perceive through your senses and everything's external, you don't understand that. The plenitude of the emptiness, because it's full of everything. But because you perceive if it's not solid, or if I can't smell it, or I can't hear it, it's empty. But it's not true. It's full all the time. The unmanifest produces the manifest. And when you're internal and you let go, you start to experience the emptiness, the silence, the absolute, that perfection, which is your eternal self. It's you live, you die, but you don't, because you don't be born and die. It's an illusion. You are that eternally, that consciousness and the awareness of that consciousness. Okay, so the fear is I can't perceive. That's why you have to surrender. And that's why it's the hardest things for humans to do. It's the hardest thing. Because you have to let go. But it's also the greatest reward, yeah? I let go. I don't know why. I just trust and let go. Okay, so now you're completely confused. Because all these things are experiential. You know, if you told me that 20, I wouldn't have had a clue what you're talking about either, really. Who's this nutcase?
Sometimes I find myself fighting in between what heart says and what mind says. I have a girlfriend that is a professional skier, and she has interviews, long tours, lots of activities. When I'm fine with myself, when I'm centered, I support her, I'm with her. And then when I'm bad with myself, I tell to her that she doesn't give me time. And many times, even I want her to stop skiing, to be more with me. And when I feel that, I know it's something from my mind. So I really want to try to clean that as much as possible, whatever the mind tells me. Because even when I say it, I know it's my mind. So really, it's a constant fight. It's very, very vivid.
Good. Well, how great that you can see that. And you have the capacity to love so much. That's a great gift. Because to sustain a famous person when they're in the limelight, when they're separate and they're not with you and all the insecurities start, to be able to sustain that and sustain that person is a great love. And the only reason you do the opposite is because you feel insecure. Okay, and this is what you have to work on. Because this is for you. You know, normally people would say, oh no, we should be with someone normal that's there, that lives with you, and blah, 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 blah. But this is just an idea that comes from insecure people. Powerful people allow their partners to fly. Insecure people pull them down and demand. Okay, but you see that, and you know that, and you can heal it, and you'll fly as well. Because really, it's not about what you're doing. It's about your internal security. And so when you see that, turn it back and find that place where you want love, where you want to feel nurtured, where you want to feel important, where you want to feel loved, and give that to you. But to see that at your age is phenomenal.
How can I let go of the attachment, or attachment to a place, attachment to people, to be able to enjoy the places and the people or whatever, and to flow in that?
Okay. You know, the thing is this. We so strongly identify with everything. We identify the lines between countries, our belief systems, and these things give us security. This is what we call home. Home. But it's not home. This has to be our home. Because when we experience it here, we don't perceive the separation. And we love more intensely and more completely because we're not attached. So this is what's important. My security has to be within me. And that doesn't mean there's not people or places that you prefer to be, no? Like with your family or doing what you do at home. But there shouldn't be that attachment. And the attachment is what we have to heal. I feel identical everywhere in the world. And I see beauty everywhere in the world. It doesn't matter where I land. I always get out, and I might have been there 50 times, and I see the beauty. No, I look, you know, in Chile the mountains, and in Uruguay the beaches, whatever here. I mean, look, and even the streets in DF. I love the chaos. Like, I like everything. And once you heal detachment, life becomes like a playground. And you start to enjoy everything. And you love more intensely. And in the moment. And it's not just a privilege you give to the few. You start to feel it everywhere. And this is what's important. So it's about letting go of attachment. When I left Australia, I was so patriotic. I loved my country. I was Australian. And I had it all organised. I was going to go back to Australia, open a big centre, give this to everyone. And I ended up in Venezuela. Like, who knows? But at that moment, I was free to say yes, to trust and to flow. And we have to get to that point, that the security's here. You know, it's not in an idea. Because really, this is a globe. The man puts the little lines. Ask COVID.
Can you talk a bit more about the total acceptance of the present moment? With little situations that take us away from ourselves, as if an automatic movement and take me away of myself.
You know, it's a process. We have so many triggers in our bodies, so many thought processes. You know, humans are extremely complex, but extremely complex. You know, we have thought, overthought, 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 idea over idea over idea. That's why computers are more effective, because they're just one-pointed. They don't have all this complexity, okay? But we have the capacity to be more, to evolve. We have the capacity for wisdom, not just intelligence. And that's of the unknown. Okay, so it's a very complex situation to get to the point where you can just sit in your heart, sit in your consciousness, and not have those external buttons. When you see them, come back. That's all you can do. But don't judge them. You know, just keep coming back and being here now. You know, the focus is on the love. That's the whole focus of the system. The consciousness, the love, same thing. And it's about being gentle and just surrendering. Oh, coming back with the facet. Oh yeah, I get hooked in that. Oh well, good, good. You know, I'm healing my life. Yeah? Just keep focusing on what you want. And enjoying. You know, this is the essence of life. It's not serious. It's to have fun. To be as a child. To enjoy.
The people that takes their life violently. How to be at peace with that, how to heal that.
You know, it's the opposite to our nature. We naturally want love. Humans look for love. We look to unite to find love. We look to God to find love. We do everything to find love. So this extreme violence is against our nature, and it affects us deeply. But you have a situation where something traumatic happened to you, and you're thinking about that. It's not about healing separation to violence. It's about healing separation to self and seeing your own violence and loving that unconditionally and evolving beyond that. You know, humans are always pointing at the atrocities of humanity. So we have all these external judgments, but it's an aspect of humanity. We do have extreme violence. We do have extreme love. Most of us live in the middle, and we're moving towards the higher levels, no? We're looking for more love, more internal unity. We look for it in relationships. We look for it in our children. We look for it in our families. We're always searching for love. But we can't negate the other aspects of our human experience. So we see that and we allow it to evolve, but without judgment. You know, this violence wasn't against you. The violence attracted violence. And you need to just let all this go. Because there's no sense. There's never any sense. It just is. It just is. Yeah?
I have a job I love, and I feel very connected with my patients. And I appreciate, really I appreciate that. But when the appreciation comes back towards me, it feels uncomfortable. And I cannot even look at their face when the appreciation, it comes back to me.
You know, it's just a place of control. You feel secure giving, but you don't like receiving. Because there's a place where you don't feel like you have control. And you like to be in control. So in order for the cycle to close, you have to open to receive. Because it's all the same. Receiving, giving, it comes from abundance. It's the cycle of life. And it's infinite. So you need to open to that. And see the fear. See the non-deserving. And open. You know, the more you open to love and receive love, the more love you become. And this is what you want. More love. It's not about just having the control of giving love. It's being vulnerable, because vulnerability is receiving love. No? That makes you feel vulnerable. It's like in intimate relationships. You have to open to receive. If it's just going in one direction, it's not complete, because everything's cyclic. It moves like this. Nature's the same. Love's the same. And this is what humans want. They want love. They have strange ways for asking for it, but they want it. So just start saying yes and open.
I feel I'm starting to listen to my body. When I don't like something, I feel tense. Somebody says something I don't agree. My stomach just twists. And the question is, if I'm starting to listen to my heart, and how is that of listening the heart?
Well, the heart's where your heart lives in your body, yes? And it directs all your responses. Actually, your heart doesn't, the illusion does. But you're starting to see, and these are good indications for you, so you can open more. If you see the physical response, obviously you're having an emotional response. And it's not that you have to do body language studies, but you need to be open and see where you can open, where you're protecting yourself. So that's great. Yeah, and just keep going in. I don't see you as someone that doesn't live in their heart. I see you as someone that's a bit protected emotionally. But your heart, I think you live there.
I want more to be in my consciousness, more in the witness, and my peace. And I'm catching myself that there is like a shield or a mental layer that is always like that, not here, this is not good, don't do that, like controlling myself. an energy like a police inside, and takes me away as if there is something wrong with me. And doesn't allow me to be trusting in the impulses of my heart.
You know, you just need to go deeper, Nicole. That's as simple as that. You need to unify more and go deeper, because you're very external in your control. And you're doing it even with yourself. Even when you're going in. And you can't be controlling everything. You have to be more surrendering. The witness is a consequence of letting go of this. And if you're controlling, where are you? You're not in the consciousness. You're not in the witness. You're here. Okay, so you're seeing that tendency. So you just have to keep going deeper. Because control has an energy. You know, it's got that external thing. And remember, you're not your body. You're not your body. That's part of your illusion as well. So you're saying, oh, there's a barrier. You just need to go deeper. It's always the solution. Just to go deeper, deeper, deeper. All the experiences end up in one experience. The roaring silence. The emptiness. That's the ultimate experience. And that's where you need to be. So just keep offering everything back to that. Whatever you perceive, it's still a thought. Just keep offering it back, offering it back, offering it back. That's all. It cures everything. Yeah, good.
During the last 2 days unifying, I felt physical sensations that I feel them very real and uncomfortable. And I wonder if in those moments I have to go deeper and confront that, or just open my eyes and see that it's not real, and then bring myself to the present moment again.
Well, the second option, no. Because you're just running away. And there's certain things you're experiencing in this moment that you need to heal. So, you know, coming into the present moment and blocking is not healing. So what you need to do is wherever you feel the physical sensation, put the facet there. Just very gently. And be open. Because this needs to be liberated emotionally. You know, and you say it's very easy for you to have emotions. But with this subject or this incident, it's difficult for you to have emotion. It frightens you. So you just have to gently stay there. And just keep putting the facet. And allowing what is. But don't have an expectation. Just be gentle. You know, it's like if something hurts, you rub it, no? You do this. You don't know when the pain's going to disappear. But you do it anyway. It's automatic, no? You go, ooh, that hurts. But you do it gently. You don't go, oh, that hurts. Why are you hurting? No, you just rub it gently, no? And you do that with the facet. You put the attention there, and like a paintbrush. Just there. Oh, yeah, that's pain. And then it will come. And the emotion will leave. You got to be more gentle. You know, if things have happened to you that are not gentle, you have to be gentle. Good.
I'm new. 3 months, I'm unifying. System really is working in these 3 months. I was able to let go of my mother before she died, and she died on Thursday, and I was able to travel yesterday. Even the big pain I feel, I found at a place of so much love and connection with her. And I feel it's really here with me. My question is connected because of all the things I experienced these 2 days here. The meeting had been the stronger one. What happens in the meetings? What's the purpose? What happens in the subtle areas, what you cannot see? Somebody talks and the rest listen, but in reality, what is happening in another level?
So I call the meetings God on the outside. I'm outside. So everything that happens is connected to me. Is this what you're talking about? The people expressing, the emotion. And we create externally what we need to liberate. So if something externally affects you, or you identify, you connect with that. And then you allow it to move. And it's not just about listening. It's that energy when you share, when you're being vulnerable. It allows you to open more. Because we're all connected. All of us are connected. We have an illusion of being disconnected. But it's not true. Energetically, we're completely connected through our hearts. So everything is affecting all of us at the same time. So it's about just being open and vulnerable and seeing that everything's a gift. And you'll also see that we all have the same issues. You know, there's death, there's loss, there's desire, there's all different human experiences. There's violence, everything we perceive externally. You know, because we all have the same human experience. It might be a variable, but basically we all want the same thing and we all experience the same thing. Yes? So it just allows that to flow. And it's a safe environment. This is a safe environment. You can talk to the teachers, you talk to the students, and it's a place where you can heal, no? Like there's nothing strange. It's just a lot of unconditional love. And a very high vibration of love consciousness. So that's what's happening underneath.
Yesterday, while I was unifying, I saw a place in me where I associate receiving attention with receiving love. I said, how can I go through that?
Well, this is the princess syndrome. Ah, yes. So I want attention, so I feel special. And it doesn't matter how I get it. I can create a drama, I can be good, I can be seducing, I can be famous, I can be whatever. But it's a place where I'm trying to fill my emptiness with the external. And it never works. Often the most successful, famous, beautiful people in the world feel the emptiest. Okay? So when you see that, you have to give love to you. You have to be in a place where you're complete within yourself. And maybe it's a thing of sibling rivalry. You know, these things happen. You know, looking for attention, wanting to be the most important. And if you see that, you can start to change it. Because it's immature, no? You know, and all humans do it to a point. But some do it more. Yes? Good, but it's no big deal.
Come visit our webpage for books, movies, and our wonderful retreat centers. Isha's simple yet powerful system is transforming lives around the world.